Picture this. You're in a restaurant in the UK, and the server brings out a bowl of those bright green pods that everyone seems to love in Japanese cuisine. You know them as edamame, but here's where it gets interesting. What do Brits actually call them? Do they stick with the Japanese name, or do they have their own word for it? It's one of those fun little cultural quirks that shows how food travels and gets adapted around the world. In the UK, most people still call them edamame, using the same Japanese word that's become popular globally. Walk into a sushi bar in London or Manchester, and the menu will almost always list them exactly as edamame. The word itself has a certain charm, sounding exotic but familiar at the same time, and because Japanese food has grown so much in popularity across Britain, the original name has stuck. It's kind of like how sushi is still sushi everywhere, not renamed into something else. But if you're chatting casually, you might also hear people refer to them simply as soybeans. After all, that's what they are, young soybeans harvested before they've fully matured. Sometimes, especially in supermarkets or in recipes, you'll see labels like soybeans in pods instead of edamame, just to make it clearer for those who aren't familiar with the Japanese word. It's a way of keeping things simple and easy to understand, especially for people who haven't been introduced to Japanese dining yet. There's also a subtle difference in how Brits enjoy them. In Japan, edamame is often served as a salty snack alongside drinks, but in the UK, it's sometimes marketed as a healthy, high-protein snack option for people looking for alternatives to crisps or nuts. You'll find frozen bags of edamame in British grocery stores, usually labeled with both edamame and soybeans, making sure shoppers recognize the trendy side as well as the straightforward explanation. The fact that Brits mostly use the original name shows how global food culture has become. Instead of trying to replace it with something purely English, the Japanese word has become part of everyday food vocabulary. It's not unusual now to hear someone say, "Fancy some edamame with your drink," in the same way they'd talk about chips or olives. So, what do Brits call edamame? The answer is, for the most part, exactly that, edamame. Sometimes soybeans in pods, but the Japanese name has crossed borders and made itself at home in British dining culture. It's a small but fascinating example of how food brings different worlds together, one pod at a time.